Yo, what's up my YouTube nation, it's Blaze. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Today we're going to be doing another solid state versus hard drive speed test.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
So here we go, and Cannonballs Below the Sea. This game is absolutely amazing on the Xbox One X with a 4K TV. It's absolutely insane. I'd love to see the difference between just the standard 4K and then the 4K OLED. Like, if it would make a difference, it probably would. Like, the TV obviously is going to look better on a 4K OLED, but 4K OLED 60 inches are pretty pricey, so I don't have that yet. But I might be able to eventually get a small one just to like compare the difference, but I already have two monitors, so it's all good.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah.
This game does actually have really beautiful loading screens. It's just
full crew now.
They kind of limited the game with the single player aspect of it, is that you just farm chickens and that kind of stuff. You don't even PvP much in this game.
Okay.
Alright, you back on the book.
Alright, so that's the load-in time with a group, and let's see how long it takes to back out.
Alright. Let me know when you're back on.
So to back out, you go...
Yeah, I'm on the boat.
51,000 gold, that's not bad. Alright, so leave game, and let's see how long it takes. Not too bad. Alright, let's see how long it takes to load in a single player. And then we'll do a duo test as well. We're gonna do like solos, duos, and squads. They kind of copied like the solos, duos, and squads of Fortnite in that aspect. But I mean, they could have had like 6v6, but they went solos, duos, and squads, which is exactly what Fortnite does. Alright, so to do that, hit slope. Let's go alone. Let's load in. Actually, slope and a duo is the same thing. You probably can do private though. I also plan to get a 4K splitter so that I can basically record the gameplay in 4K, native 4K, all the time with my microphone, because when you use the Elgato game capture, it actually downscales it to 1080p, which kind of sucks. But it's super crystal clear 1080p though. The max FPS you're gonna get, you're not gonna really like get any lag at the 1080p setting. But it does look so much better at the 4K. I can record 4K if I use external hard drive and record that way, but then it does an H.265 file, which you cannot edit. And that's a pain in the ass. I don't even want to talk about the H.265. You can't edit it. It's so bad. They gotta fix that though. Eventually, maybe I'll figure out a way to edit the H.265 files. I've tried a few different things. Never got anything to work. I won't give up. Eventually, I'll get it to work. So yeah, the first initial loading screen just to get you in the game is quite a bit. That wasn't as bad as the Galleon was. We're already on a quest. I do love how the game plays though. The graphics are beautiful in this game. Alright, so that's how it loads up on the solos on the Xbox One X. And let's back out. To back out, you hit the back button and then leave game. I don't see your ship. Play a role in the sinking of another cruise ship. That's cool achievement. I got that just for like launching in the game. Not bad. Alright, so that was basically your two loading screens you're going to get for this game, which are your Galleon and your slope. There's literally nothing else I can test in this game, so this is going to be like a shorter launch thing. I could do a little bit of gameplay just on slope, sail alone, and Actually, I could load the slope alone and then see how long it takes for me to load in, just because actually that is another preset. It should be faster than doing duos. But I want to like play at least like a minute of running around and see if it's actually smoother, if I can tell like things are a little bit, like maybe get better draw distances, whatever, you know, with this solid state drive.
No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Vomit for the first time? I didn't even, how do I even vomit?
And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways.
We're still waiting to get in the game. Rare servers get together.
And on we'll go.
I would like a game called Crowfall. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but it was a game I was really excited about in the past. Mostly the reason I stopped playing it was that it was just like, you know, it wasn't released yet. Like, it had a lot of work to be done, and like, my computer could handle it, but like, the Xbox One X would handle it way better at this point. If they would ever release Crowfall on the Xbox One X, that'd be insane. Alright, so now that we're in solos, can we even third person ourselves? I think it's first person. We get an achievement. How appropriate, you, whatever. Oh, it's just giving me random achievements at this point, so. This is basically walking around the game. It does look absolutely stunning. I'm gonna release this video quality in 4K 60 FPS, Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2018 format. Got the sniper. Ooh, that was clean. Let's see if we can actually like hit one of these. Ooh, baby. I wish I would actually kill them. That'd be kind of fun. So yeah, where that little gloss is, that would be like a headshot right there. But your opponents are never really going to be standing still for that long. I mean, maybe they will, but. Alright, see right there, I just missed, but. She's just standing still.
Hello, you. The sea is blue.
Ooh, what do you got in the stock today?
Ring the bell.
I need 70,000 gold for a nice hole. Alright, cool. So that's some single player on the solid state drive. It does feel extremely smooth. The graphics look absolutely insane on this TV and on the Xbox One X. I highly recommend getting this game. I do recommend getting it on Game Pass though, because I bought it and you get it forever, but this game's gonna be dead soon, so like, you want to play it now while people are still playing it, you know? It's still a fun game and still popular, but they need to fix like more PvP and like just more quests, and like, you don't want to like get chicken crates and pigs and that kind of stuff all like forever, you know? Carlitos invited us to Fortnite. He's like, yeah man, don't play Sea of Thieves. Play some Fortnite. Fortnite kind of gets a little bit boring after a while. It's the same thing again over and over and over and over as well though. But alright, so that was some single player of Sea of Thieves. I hope you guys really enjoy. Now we're gonna do, that was on the solid state drive. Now we're gonna do the hard drive test. So we're gonna just quit the game. And we're gonna launch the same game on the hard drive and see if the load times are slower. They should be slower. Fortnite, I loaded into duos quicker, and I loaded into squads quicker. The loading into like the first initial boot was about the same. I could tell that there were a lot smoother frames on the solid state version of it. So this is the internal hard drive, which is actually quite fast because it's directly linked to the Xbox One X, so it's actually like runs about as good as you're gonna get. Now, there was this one YouTuber that said, oh, they only put a 5400 RPM drive in the internal of the Xbox One X, and they proved it or whatever, but like, maybe that's true. Maybe it's only a 5400 drive, or maybe it's a 7200 RPM drive. I have no idea, but it seemed like that boot up was pretty good. We didn't have any random black screen there. Like the other like launch, we got a black screen, which is kind of weird. So hopping into it, the internal is quite quick. Damn, like I think the internal's got to be faster. All right, so let's do standard galleon setup. see how long this loading screen is though. It is easier to do these internal hard drive tests versus the solid state drive if the game is single player, so you can just launch up like certain levels of games. Like I could do a Battlefield 1 because Battlefield 1 has single player, you know. Fortnite has single player as well, but I have not bought it. Like I was hoping that the game would be free, the single player on Xbox, so I could play a little bit of that, but it won't let me. Oh, I got another idea. I could actually use my solid state drive for my PS4. Maybe it'd be a lot faster on the solid state drive on the PS4 than the Xbox One X. That's maybe where I should be using the solid state drive. I might do that. I just thought of that just now. Wow. Also, I've been thinking about it. What if I could take my solid state drive and partition it where 1 terabyte would be for the Xbox, 1 terabyte would be for the PS4? There are ways to partition, which means divide up your solid state drive or your hard drives. So you might be able to do that on the solid state drive. I'm not really sure, but Xbox usually wants you to format it for their console, so maybe you'd have to figure out a special way to do it. Maybe you can't do it. I don't know. Alright, so that was the load-in time. Overall, it's hard to judge if the FPS is... The smoothest and the FPS is, clunkier on the internal. It's hard to tell. I think it's a little bit more funky though, but on Fortnite I can definitely tell it's a lot better. So... Alright, well that was the load-in time for squads. Let's go do some duos. So back out right here. Alright, that was pretty fast. I gotta give it to them. Signing on for an adventure. Oh my god, that's funny. Can you guys get me in the game? Another cool thing about buying Sea of Thieves is Xbox Play Anywhere, which means you can play it on your PC or your Xbox for one price. That's pretty cool. You only get that option if you buy a digital copy of the game, a single player, not the single player, if you buy the disc first, physical copy disc version of the game, you're not going to get the Xbox Play Anywhere probably. Maybe you can though, maybe you don't, I don't know. I heard you don't though, so I bought the digital because of that reason. This is the load-in time for duos. Let's see if it's fast or not. I did copy a game of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, which technically has a whole bunch of single-player load-in times for that. So we might even just, after doing that, we might do some recordings of that game, and then do Battlefield 1. We've got lots of different games we can test. I really wish we had the single player for Fortnite though. If anyone's got an extra code, let me know. Or if anyone wants to buy me the single player for Fortnite, let me know. And obviously shout you out for that, but then I could do some hard drive tests for that. Because I actually really like this I call it the single player of Fortnite, but the co-op versions, it's actually kind of fun. Alright, so this is the load-in time for duos. Duos is actually a fun version of the game because the ship is faster, but you could go up against galleons. And you only have to worry about one teammate not doing stuff or doing stuff for you versus 3 other guys. But if you got a hardcore squad of 4, you could put some serious work in in a few hours. Get a lot of quests done, get a lot of gold, that kind of stuff. I wanted to get Pirate Legend. I was trying to stream this game, but wasn't getting that many views, and that's why I kind of stopped streaming Sea of Thieves basically. But so that was the load-in time for your standard duos. Do I even have a teammate though? See. I do have one teammate. Alright, cool. So that was the load-in time for duos. And let's do the load-in time for... Alright, so let's load in Sail Alone. I loaded in pretty quickly as far as I got to that screen extremely quickly. So this is solo time loading it on the internal drive. The internal drive on the Xbox One X is pretty fast compared to hard drive. As far as I can tell from Fortnite, it's very hard to tell on these multiplayer games because could be server connections, could just be the way the game's loading. You never really know. In a single player game, it's a lot easier just to get like straight up data. Does the game load faster?
To create a song, I don't wanna miss a beat.
I'm gonna try to have the comparison. Like in my Fortnite video, I did have the loading times with the little clock, you know, showing you like how long it would take to like launch in from the internal versus the solid state drive, but I didn't really compare them side by side. I did mention in the notes, which was like the comment section, basically the solid state drive was faster overall, but not by very much. Definitely loaded me in duos and squads faster though, but solos, no. Or was it squads? It was squads. Wait, what was it? I know it was one of the game modes where it wasn't, but so 2 of them were faster on the solid state drive and 1 was slower. But I could look back and figure out which one that was. But it's in my other video. You guys can find that. You know, I'll probably have a link to that video in the end of this video. All right, so that was the load-in time for solos, and the game does look pretty good. Let's run around a little bit and show you guys like it's playing smooth. It's definitely playing smooth. I wish this game would have like a 720 like maxed frame, like 720p like max frame per second, 1080p max frame per second, and then like a locked 30 or 60 4K, you know. So you could like try different like frame rates with this game and then just choose which whatever one you want. Some games do have that, but this game does not have that option. To show you guys the option settings we can go to settings. We can do not much. You can just do controller movements and your audio pretty much. So like they don't give you that much of an option. So that was the internal hard drive test for Sea of Thieves. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like, click that subscribe button, click the little notification bell, and we'll see you guys in my next video. Blaze out.
Till my shadow turns to sun rays, and